Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. This is actually a talking balls video, but we're also going to be covering the new Mizuno S23 wedges alongside the Mizuno RBTour Golf balls and the RBTour X. So I've got an X ball here, I've also got the standard RBTour. So we're going to have a little bit of a short game challenge around the green, see which one works best for me and James. We're going to play
what happened in the match,
shots.
Chris, do you know?
In the match, it was a pathetic attempt from me, to be honest.
It wasn't your best. Great start to the year for talking
I might
balls.
have won at Nona convincingly, but back at the Royal Waterfront, it was a convincing defeat over 3 holes. So we're going to test these wedges out, guys. So these are the new S23 wedges. These are the new wedges that James is considering putting in the bag.
I never thought I would either, the
No.
Mizuno wedge.
Mizuno wedges, probably not the most common wedge you would think of, not the ones that most golfers have in the bag, but they've been performing fantastic for James. They've got a lot of interesting technology in there to be a good all-round wedge. All-round wedge, we've got a 50, a 54 and a 58 that has actually been given away on our Sunday club on Get Good at Golf. So I'm going to play a basic chip shot here, a 54. I'm going to get this a little bit back in the stance and play a lower one. First ball up is the X. And again, felt pretty good there. Had a little bit.
That would have stopped quicker.
Yeah, had a little bit of grip, but not as much as maybe we'd expect. Now on to the normal RBZ. That's a TaylorMade driver.
Blast from the past.
Yeah, a little bit different flight there. And James got to beat that one. So all in all, I think that's the best golf ball out of the two. Thanks for coming,
Did
James.
that launch high because of the ball or because of your launch conditions, do you think?
So launch conditions there, that ball, the second ball I hit is the normal RBTour. That is designed actually to be a lower trajectory. Around the green it's due to have high spin, but that slowed down quicker just because of what kind of loft I presented back to that golf ball. The first one is designed for a mid to high trajectory, so again on your short game you have to even counter that in. If it was a little bit further back, if it was maybe 30-40 yards away, that might have an effect on what golf ball you are going to use and what kind of landing angle.
So basically
you
I need to hold one.
Correct, yeah. I could be making a great comeback here.
That was out the middle as well, that, Chris.
You sound surprised, James. That's a nice shot. Which ball was that?
That was the Tour X.
Tour X, okay.
Taking that as a shot, it was a little bit duffy, but this is the standard Tour.
Yeah, inside Tour average there.
Yeah, again, I'm taking them. It's hard to hold one on demand. I've got one at 4 foot, one at 1.5 feet. So I like both these as a ball. I like that they've got a urethane cover. I like that they're a 3-piece ball. I like that construction-wise they're very similar to a Pro V1, but a little bit cheaper as well, I believe. So I also like these a little bit more than probably I should, but one down.
So guys, as you'd expect from premium balls, the same as you see with the Pro V1, with the TP5 golf balls. 2 different versions here, going to give you different options. So we can see that RBTour X is giving us a high to mid trajectory, full swing. Spin is mid, green side is high, 3-piece, 272 dimples. Same on the latter 2 with the normal tour ball, but a penetrating flight lower. And that's where you've got to think about your flight window, haven't you, James?
Your flight window.
Correct, your flight window. That's
Right.
what is right for you.
I'm going to put this out there. I think from a bunker, 99.9% of golfers around the world aren't going to see a difference with golf ball, because strike varies that much.
Yeah,
This is the only shot in golf where you don't really hit the golf ball, do you?
correct. We're trying to enter the sand before. Get that ball up and let it land soft. That's a fantastic shot from the bunker wizard.
Where's this come from?
I don't know, James, but you have been. It's been 6 months of delightful bunker shots.
Do you want to roll it in so you just get a nice even lie?
Have you got a montage of all these bunker shots?
I mean, if you want to edit them in, that'll be a no, won't it? Bit higher this one, I think. Try and get it.
It was higher. And stop pretty quick. Stop within a yard.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's gone a little bit far, probably a bit too much club head speed to try and get the ball lifting, but it's done exactly what I wanted to. You can see I've struck it fairly central, which I think when you're swinging that far with a wedge, you're going to take that all day, but I'm happy with those realistically. I think anything that feels like you're under control is going to be a good shot out of a bunker. Again, I don't think the ball's playing too much of a difference there, but just a big fan of the wedges again, so I'll let you, you're not beating that first one. What are you going with first?
So I'm going to start with first, we have got the the Tour, so blue number on there for the Tour. Again, mid to high. I'm going to try and play this.
Bookies have suspended all bets for this to go over in that rough.
Over the green? How dare you?
Great shot, it's come out low.
A little bit low. That was more me than the golf ball again, so
Didn't want to say anything.
roll that in nice. So we need more loft on that there. So
Ball position, forward.
more loft, forwards in the stance, keep the weight left.
Down. Oh, great shot.
Just didn't spin up as much. So again guys, like James said there, we're not expecting to see much spin difference in the bunkers. Again, 99% of golfers are going to, well, we're all going to be entering the sand a little bit before. We don't have as much control out of here. It's all about controlling your loft, landing it soft, just like James did. Mine was a bit lower, and it's certainly an area that I need to work on a little bit more. And I guess since I lost James, I'll get the rake.
There you go, mate. Just over there, just so Jonesy sees it.
Yeah, let's get this in. Richard, this is for you. Okay, so James is going to lead us off since it is 1-all. Now we've got 70 yards to the flag here, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of flights we get out of this. And we'll try and get a tracer on them if I can.
You best just zoom in, I think.
Best to zoom in, James.
Right, I'm thinking mid trajectory, kind of just, you know, that window in the clouds?
Yep.
Just there.
And which ball first?
This is the X.
X. That's a great shot.
Oh, I'll tell you what, nothing's beating that.
Plenty of spin, that was a great motion.
And just a little shout out for these wedges as well, because you would not have been able to tell, if I didn't say anything, you'd not know, but look where that was.
Look where that was.
And that's
very much toe, but again, James, these wedges, the S23s, we did say we was going to talk about them, very much looking like the old Nike Engage wedges, where I spread the perimeter weighting more around to give you more forgiveness, just like that shot James has just hit. Oh, it's a little bit a low spinner.
Yeah, that wasn't my best one.
That one's ran out to the back, so I've got around about 5 feet, it looks
5
to
feet
be.
to beat. This could be a annihilation today with the Mizuno balls. A whitewash.
It is, and it's my favourite ball of the year so far, but I'm confident. Right, 50 degree, back in the stance, normal first.
Ooh,
Oh, a bit of backspin.
this is going to be close,
I
you
hope
know.
you zoomed in on that. That was a bit of backspin.
I
on
zoomed
that.
in, Chris. I mean, this is it a Nokia 3210 this?
Yes, good out.
It's a
Yeah.
terrible camera.
Again, a toe strike there, but it's still got enough grab, enough grip on there to come back. So very interesting from these wedges. Very forgiving. I think that's why
Chris is
James.
still playing Snake on his phone, I think.
I think that's why James likes them. Snake 2, actually.
Snake 2, where you can exit the boundaries.
That certainly launched a lot higher. Again, gone a little bit further. That was more me, but it certainly came off the club a little bit higher, a little bit of a higher launching ball. But let's go and see who's won. As you can see, guys, James is heading his hands, so that's a fantastic shot.
Yours
there.
is spun back as well.
Little bit of spin back. It actually pitched just here. So again, not a great strike, but it's done very well. So guys, 2 great products there from Mizuno. James has held out anyway. But a fantastic golf ball. One that was probably going to be up there with the best golf ball of the year. And again, fantastic wedges, a wedge that you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't go straight into Mizuno. Often people are looking at your Vokeys, looking at your Callaway Jaws. But please do and go and look at the new Mizuno S23s. And head over to James's channel where there will be a review of those wedges either on now or coming soon.
Soon.
See you then.